We're shipping Mother's Day gifts with a rapid-fire round of questions. Ready?
Yes. My gift. Can you pack it?
Yep.
Ship it?
Yes.
Guarantee it?
Of course.
Oh, send gift baskets?
For sure.
Protect electronics? Dog-proof it? Return it if they hate it?
Yes, no, and yeah.
Are you the UPS store?
Hey, we have a winner!
Visit theupsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, prices, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Visit a store today.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to High School Hoops with your hosts, Steve Collins and Jake Stager.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Before we jump in today and talk about 5 questions that I think every coach should ask themselves. And those of you who are watching, and the noise is going to change a little bit. Gotta get my my lighting a little bit better. Anyway, so 5 questions. But before we jump into that, I'd like to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market, bar none. Go over and check them out. Mention Coach Unplugged, High School Hoops, 5-minute basketball coaching podcast. Coach Collins, Wisconsin basketball, whatever you want. Sorry, I had to step away there. Any of those things, and they will take really good care of you. They got some deals going on this summer, so go over and check them out. Also, usually right now, I go say check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better, but right now, teachhoops.com is closed for new members. If you want to get on the waiting list, if you want to get or know when we're going to reopen it, when and if we reopen it, go over. I'll just take your email address. That's it. And then I will let you know if it ever opens up again. Right now we've got some things on the horizon, some really exciting things that we're doing. The Coach Market group is doing, and don't want to share them yet because they're not done yet. But anyway, so go over and check that out. I have to pause and not give too much away there. All right. So 5 questions that I think every coach should ask is, all right, first one, and Coach Bill that's listening, who does coaching youth hoops with me, do you have a written practice plan? So you have to have one every day. You know, I never walk into my classroom and don't have a written plan, written set of things, probably more things than I need on a regular basis. You know, if I have a 15-minute class, I probably got an hour and 20 minutes worth of material. It's the same thing with practice. I always have always thinking about day 1 and then day 2. So I always have, if I always have enough, I just put it into day 2 and grab day 2 stuff, put it in day 1. If I go we get things done and we're effective. Sometimes I'll let them go too, but I always want to have more than I never want to be twiddling my thumbs at the end of practice, and that never tends to be the case. But anyway, so that's the first question. Do you have a written practice plan? Number 2, what is their energy level at practice? So what is your energy level of practice? What is their energy level of practice? Does it look different pre-season? Does it look different in January? Does it look different postseason? What is their energy level? Because energy is contagious. Excitement is contagious. And I know from someone that's coached a long time, bringing that energy, bringing that stuff every day, especially for an old dog like me, is harder every day. But I know that if I don't bring energy and my top guys don't bring energy, that we're not going to bring energy. So I think that's something that you want to definitely look at and question. You know, how are your practices? So it goes back to number 1 a little bit. How are your practices set up? How are you doing those specific things to bring competitiveness? All of those things I think will help in more than one way. I just think if you think about how you're running practice, the way that you're doing it, the way that you're attacking, I just think it's going to make the energy level better. It's going to make practices better. It's going to make everything that you kind of do at a higher level. And you'll notice it. It won't take long. If you come like the little Energizer bunny to practice, they will feed off of it. They will eat it up. They'll be able to tell on a regular basis kind of what you're doing and how you're kind of attacking everything. I think that's really important. All right. So before we jump on to number 3 and our other things, I want to give a big shout out to Hoopsalytics. Um, they are, and I've said this many times, if you're a young coach, if you're looking to break film down, if you're looking for analytics, things that will help you win games, see combinations of teams, Hoopsalytics is your answer. Go over and check it out. And it's affordable. That's one of the best things about it. If you type in hoopsalytics.com/teach22, you'll get 25% off an already discounted price. So go over and check it out. You get a free game. You can break it down. You can kind of see all this stuff and see all the analytics and things that you can kind of do specifically for your team. And I'm going to tell you right now, once you dive into it, it is going to be an ugly mess of you looking at specific things. So, all right. So that's number 2. Number 3, do you communicate what you're trying to teach? Do you, and I can tell you from some of our workouts this summer, I have a wide range. I've people are going to be freshmen all the way to people are going to be seniors, and how I communicate and clarify things and instruct things is so important. And again, we only get a few contact days, but for the one that I've used it up to this point, I can tell you that, that instruction, that clarity is important. How you teach is important. We all have to remember that we are first teachers, then we are basketball coaches. So, how are you teaching it? How are they learning it? Are they learning visually? Are they learning by doing? Are they learning by listening? Are they learning by seeing? All of those things that go into a good teacher have to go into you. So how you communicate instructions, how you clarify things is super important. That's number 3. Number 4, how do you empower your assistant coaches? I can tell you, for me, I have the best staff in the world. I've had 2 staffs in 30 years, which is one of the reasons I think we've won, because, and again, sometimes there can be group mentality, group think, which we try to get outside thoughts coming in. But you have to empower them. You have to allow people to know what you're doing offensively, what you're doing defensively, how you're attacking things. All of those things are important if you're going to be a successful coach and run a successful program. You have to empower not only your assistant coaches, but your administration, your community, all of those things. So that's number 4. And then number 5, and I was thinking about number 5 today as I was walking in my car after open gym, is how do you invest in your players? How do you build relationships with your players? How do you spend time with your players? I won't call AirPod out, but anyway, there's no way he's listening to this, but I can just tell you that today was a really good day for me building relationships, for me getting to know my guys, for the communication we had, for the teasing we had, all the fun stuff. Because to be honest with you, right now I'm just trying to make them better. I'm just trying to give them tools to become better basketball players. That's all I'm doing. And they're not fighting for playing time. They're not fighting for whether they're in the right spot defensively. But I think investing in them as people, investing them as human beings, investing them. Player X, we had a discussion. He was kind of, am I smarter than so and so? Anyway, that he's related to, and we had a fun. I said, "You're not smarter than an astrophysicist. What are you talking about?" Anyway, so you can have those fun kind of communication tools with your players and investing in them. Investing. What do you want to do next year? What do you want to become? How do you want to use basketball to become the person that you truly want to become? So I think all of those things are so important as coaches. And you have to question yourself on all of those all the time. And I can tell you, during the pandemic, it was horrible. I wasn't able to communicate, invest, do all the things that I needed to get to know them. And I think I am right now. So let's go through the 5 questions for coaches. Number 1, do you have a written practice plan? Number 2, what is your energy level or the player's energy level at practice? Number 3, how do you communicate? How do you teach? Number 4, how do you empower your assistant coaches? And number 5, how do you invest and how do you get to know your players? If you ask those 5 questions, I have no doubts that you'll have a very successful program and a very successful a coaching career that you can look back at with a big smile. Big shout out again to hoopsalytics.com/teach22. Get 25% off you should all be breaking film down right now and all be looking at the analytics, even if it was last season. So go over and check it out and have a great day. Thousands of dollars, very affordable. They give you a free game too. So always be learning. Number 4 is exercise regularly. Probably a C for me on that one. Number 5, have meaningful relationships. Number 6, express gratitude. Number 7, love the game. Number 8, give credit to other people. Number 9, share the game. And number 10, have great habits. I hope all of these were helpful to you. Let me know in the comments down below, or send me an email, and let me know, steve@teachhoops.com. Let me know what you think. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off select paints and stains May 2nd through the 12th. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Refresh your home inside and out with colors that make every space feel brand new. From cozy interiors to stunning exteriors, we've got the perfect shade for your next project. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.